what I'm supposed to do right now is give you a little bit of update about Middle's rebuilding project. And I will say that we have a congregational meeting coming in 2 weeks, and I will say that I will say more then, but I want to at least clarify, our facade is going to come down. And that is both amazing and sad, right? Like, right? Our building burned, the facade stood standing. It felt like a sign of hope, like a sign of resilience. It felt like, wow, like we are still here, right? And in fact, the facade burned up even though it didn't fall down, right? It burned up even though it didn't fall down. And so the bricks are spalling, which I never understood what that means. But bricks can peel, and the mortar's gone, and the limestone is busted, and the foundation is shaky, and above head height, it's dangerous, right? It's dangerous. So we did not have a fight with Landmarks Commission. We were not at war with Landmarks Commission. We're traumatized people who lost their building, whose facade began to be in the way of a rebuild. It is in the way. So our board worked hard, Vicki and I worked hard, our consultants worked hard to come to terms with that, both interiorly and also psychically and also emotionally, and then to help them see what we see, which is we can't afford someone to get hurt by a falling facade, and we also can't afford to rebuild the falling facade and do church. $4.2 million were invested in the facade to keep the facade. It sort of feels like $4.2 million to keep something you love, someone you love, on life support, and now we have to let it go. So please feel the both-andness of a day where we celebrate Lunar New Year in the midst of just absolute BS violence, both and. We are not going to let people turn us around and stop us from being a community that loves all the people, all the time, all the ways. We are each other's people. We are light refracted into a multi-ethnic community. Those aunties killed, those dancers killed are our people lost. We must not forget that. We must not forget that. And we can also hold together the both-andness of we get to rebuild on our site. And our facade is going to come down because our fricking building burned down. It burned. And in some ways, that means it's still burning. Can you hold that too? We're not in glee about that. We're in thank you, God, about that. We're in thank you, goodness, that we can take it down so we can rebuild. And we have so many more things to tell you. But I just don't want that out in the world like we're having like a fist bump, you know, like we beat LPC. They came to understand our point of view, and we're grateful. 8 commissioners out of 10 came to see our point of view. And we're grateful.